Staff of the Undergraduate School of Business, I wish to welcome you to our 55th commencement ceremonies. Today we celebrate the achievements of a variety of students. We recognize the traditional day students who have made major academic and developmental strides in the 2 or 4 years since high school. We also celebrate the academic dedication and the persistence of adult students in continuing education who fit their studies in among busy professional and family lives. But it is not only these students that we recognize today. Now is the time to also celebrate the families and the friends who have provided support along the way. Although the names of these supporters will not appear on diplomas or grade transcripts, they will be there in spirit. Before we begin, I would also like to express my sincere thanks to all of those on the college staff who have planned and organized this commencement celebration. I would personally like to claim responsibility for today's weather, but I will defer that to a higher authority. My sincere welcome goes out to all of you, and I hope I will be able to meet with some of you personally at the reception following the ceremony. Now, let us begin. Introducing the student speakers today will be Deborah Hubbard, the extremely competent chairperson of this year's Senior Week activities. Debbie?
Let's hear one applause for yourself before we start. Yeehaw! Woo! Okay, our first speaker today is Dave Sussman. You guys elected him, so support him, okay? David is the son of Mr. Gerald Sussman and Mrs. Phyllis Sussman from Irvine, California. David plans to go back to California after graduation and get into creative advertising. He's served as President, Vice President, and Secretary of Kappa Sigma fraternity. Okay, let's hear it for Dave.
Good afternoon. As I prepared myself for this day and for delivering this speech, many thoughts raced through my mind. How was I to please everyone with this speech? It would be impossible to make everyone happy because there are so many different groups of people here today. I know that whatever I speak about, my parents will be proud, and the only other person that I really want to please is myself. So, I would like to begin with a brief summary of my 4 years at New Hampshire College. In the beginning, there was freshman year. Up at North Campus, with its long hallways, where I felt as though I had 27 roommates, and I could never quite realize how so few people could drink so much beer. During my second semester, I had 8 fun-filled weeks of pledging Kappa Sigma. That was when I realized just how low a grade point average can go before you get thrown out of college. It was also at this point that I realized that studying and schoolwork are an integral part of college life. To this day, I still regret this fact. Sophomore year, I really moved up, or down if you prefer, because I got to live on the South Campus. It was a big step, not only geographically, but socially. Back then, there were legal parties with more than 20 people in one place at one time. What a concept. The times really have changed. Sophomore year, I finally learned how to balance the academics with the social life. It wasn't easy, but it seems to have worked quite well, because here I stand, a soon-to-be college graduate. Towards the end of my second year, I began to make plans for what I thought would be the greatest year of my life. I was right and I was wrong. Spending my junior year studying in London was the greatest experience of my life, but I could never compare that to the excellent time that I've had this year. Being one of the pioneering students in the Lansdowne program enabled me to not only see the world and experience foreign culture, but also to grow both mentally and spiritually. I was there to discover new things and to see how things worked in a foreign country. When I was in London, I feel that I learned as much outside of the classroom as I did inside. The places that I saw and the people that I met will be etched upon my memory for the rest of my life, as will the bills that will be in my parents' memories for a lifetime. If there is one recommendation that I could make to any new or future college student, it would be to take at least one semester abroad. From what I'm told, there's no better time to see the world. When I arrived back in the States, I felt as though the 10 months that I had spent in London were a dream. But I have about 2,000 pictures and the credits from 10 courses to prove it wasn't. During this past summer, I once again was lucky enough to live up on the lovely North Campus. If you want to talk about culture shock, try going from downtown London to downtown Hooksett in a matter of 10 days. It was at this point that I figured my senior year was bound to be a letdown. After being away for an entire school year, I figured that I would have trouble fitting back in. Boy, was I wrong. It was during the first few weeks of this year that I began to realize that the students at this school are some of the most friendly and outgoing people in the world. It didn't take me long to get back into the swing of things. I learned how to adjust from English beer back to good old Budweiser, and I learned that missing a year on campus was no reason to let my senior year pass me by. I got re-involved with my fraternity, and I started to go out and try my hardest to make this year as good as my junior year. Now, looking back on them both, I can honestly say that it is too close to call. I'm sure that when my life begins a new chapter, as soon as I return home to California in a few weeks, I will begin another greatest year of my life. Who knows, this could be the start of something really good. At this time, I'd like to call attention to 6 people who undoubtedly deserve some heartfelt thanks for ending my college career with a bang. My roommates, Dave Sargent, Harold Smith, Crazy Fred Delafano, and our 5th roommate and favorite Englishman, Alistair Court. I would also like to thank Ashley for being there for me and showing me how much fun life can really be. That basically brings me up to date as far as my college career goes. What I would like to do now is thank my parents, Phyllis Sussman and Gerald Sussman, for giving me the opportunity to go to college. And I would also like to thank my brother Jeffrey and my sister Karen for being a constant inspiration to me over the past 22 years. I would also like to say hello to the 20 or 30 family members and friends who traveled thousands of miles to be here with me today to share this special occasion. Most of all, I would like to thank the graduating class of 1987, not only for giving me the chance to speak here today, but for helping me make this the greatest time of my life. I think we all owe a big thank you to our parents for putting up with us for so long. Now let's go out there and do it to them before they do it to us. Thank you. Thank you.
No, thank no. Okay, I guess they're ready for us again. Our next speaker is Barry Moskowitz. Barry served as the president of the Student Government Association this whole year. He led us through our last college days. Barry's been placed with the Marriott Corporation. He's not sure where he's going yet. But say goodbye to him today. He could go far away. Please help me welcome Barry Moskowitz.
Chancellor Green, trustees, faculty and administration, parents, relatives, and friends. Well, it looks like we've made it. When I was preparing this speech, I was mentally looking back over the past 4 years at New Hampshire College. Where did the time go? I asked myself. It seems like yesterday when we were all waiting in that never-ending line in the field house to check in and register. That was 1,346 days ago. Can you believe it? All of our hard work, effort, and dedication has finally paid off. We have learned educationally as well as socially. The encounters we have had at New Hampshire College over the past 4 years have been numberless, and they will never be forgotten. Keep the memories. They are very important and are something that no one can take from you. Today, May 9th, 1987, it is now time to move on and let another class enter the world of college, while we enter the real world, the working world. We will take with us all of the knowledge, the ideas, and concepts we have acquired at New Hampshire College. We will use it to the fullest extent. The class of 1987 is a class of go-getters. We are aggressive men and women who will succeed at whatever we do. Don't think otherwise. Be positive. Just go out there and give it your all. Be strong. Make your dreams become your realities, and let those realities fulfill your dreams. At this time, I would like to take the opportunity to thank all of the people who have put in a tremendous amount of effort to make our 4 years at New Hampshire College 4 very enjoyable and successful years. You did a great job. Also, thanks to our friends and family who are always there to share the good times as well as to give support during the bad times. Most importantly, our thanks goes out to our parents. Without your encouragement, we would not be here today. You are all so special. I would like to personally thank my parents, Rosalind and Matthew Moskowitz, and my brother Robert. You were always there, and it meant so much to me. Finally, we have become a very close class over the years, a family. It will be hard to break up and say goodbye. But remember, it's not an end, but a beginning. Being a hotel and restaurant management major, I cannot leave without saying, quote, "May you have champagne wishes and caviar dreams." I wish you all the very best of luck and look forward to crossing paths with you in the future. Good luck.
Not only does our next speaker hold the honor of valedictorian with a 3.86 cum, she holds the honor of perfect attendance in the last chapter pub. Judy Crawford is the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Frederick Crawford from Whitman, Massachusetts. Judy's been a member of the softball team, Delta Mu Delta Honor Society, Residence Life staff, and is president of the Women's Varsity Club. As an Eco-Fin major, Judy has obtained a position with Sanders Association in financial management. Here's our valedictorian, your friend and mine, Judy Crawford.
I want everyone to know that that's not true. I was absent one Friday night back in September. Okay. I wish to welcome Chancellor William Green, Brother Jokum, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty and staff, friends and family, and most of all, the class of 1987. For it is you that I'm most here to address. However, if I knew ahead of time that my reward for hard work and dedication in the classroom would be the honor of speaking in front of a large group of people, I think I would have failed a test or two. Today is a day for all of us to be recognized for our accomplishments. In our own way, we are all number one in the class of 1987. I am proud to be given the honor of representing our class as valedictorian, but I couldn't have gotten here without the help of many of you, my fellow classmates. Academics alone do not make a person a success or a failure. Each of us must grow and develop as individuals. We need to establish individual goals and aspirations which will take us along different paths in life. New Hampshire College is well suited for this kind of development. Being a small school, it allows each of us the opportunities to create our own individualism. Also, there is a family atmosphere among the faculty and students. It allows us the benefit of a close interaction. This interaction can influence us on developing the personal characteristics which are necessary for each of us to be successful. Many of us chose to come to New Hampshire College instead of a larger school so that we could be recognized as a person and not just another tuition-paying customer. This kind of recognition and exposure is helpful in making us more confident in ourselves and in our decisions. As we went through our 4 years of school, this newfound confidence allowed us to build the strength and the courage to be an individual. One of the first areas that we needed to have confidence and individuality was in the residence halls. For many of us, it was our first opportunity to live away from home and with a roommate. We needed to learn how to respect one another, to share with someone who we really didn't know, and to cooperate when maybe we wished we didn't have to. As a resident assistant for the past 2 years, I have seen many students go through the process of growth, starting out as naive freshmen and becoming confident individuals as seniors. The residence halls are not the only area which allows us to grow. There are many people graduating today that became involved in athletics during the past 4 years. It is not important whether you were a 4-year starter for the intercollegiate team or you were one of the many members of an intramural team. The important elements which athletics offers are those of teamwork, time management, and competition. As an athlete, we must work together toward a common goal. We might not all be friends, but together we become one strong unit. These experiences are bound to help us in the business world as well. The business field is competitive in nature, and we must learn to work together with our business teammates to achieve a corporate or a group goal. In addition to the residence halls and playing fields, there were many clubs and organizations available to join during our 4 years. Each group offered us a chance for us to develop our leadership skills and also gave us the opportunity to meet new people and try new things. And lastly, there are those of us who held a work-study job while trying to keep up our academic requirements. This experience allowed us to develop responsibility, a level of commitment, and time management skills. As we look back at the past 4 years, we are amazed at how much hard work and dedication it took to get us where we are today. Each moment and each experience will be with us for a lifetime. Whoops. And we paid $12,000 for it. Just a little joke. When we came here as freshmen, we opened up our minds and our hearts to learning. We learned from each other, and we learned from ourselves. Each one of us can look in the mirror today and be proud of who we are. We are confident, strong, and most importantly, each one of us is an individual. Individuals who understand and can deal with the priorities of academics, teamwork, time management, commitment, competition, and respect for others. We can accomplish any goal which we set or any dream which we imagine. Do not look past what you have done. Do not fear tomorrow. Believe in yourselves and be confident. As Sidney J. Phillips once said, men and women are made stronger in the realization that the helping hand they need is at the end of their own right arm. New Hampshire College, class of 1987, my hand is raised to you. Congratulations and good luck. Thank you.
Our last student speaker today is from the Culinary Institute. He's the valedictorian and the president of the Culinary Student Government Association. Kevin plans to get into hotel restaurant administration. He's going to be working for Shaker Village in Canterbury, New Hampshire this summer. Please help me welcome Kevin Roy.
Hello. Once again, I would like to welcome all of you to New Hampshire College commencement exercises on this bright and sunny day. Well, close. Over the past 2 years as a student of the Culinary Institute, I have learned more than just about culinary techniques and procedures. I learned a lot about professionalism that the culinary field has acquired and deserved in recent years. Professionalism is a key in the ever-increasing Professionalism is a key in the ever-increasing job opportunities available to culinary graduates like myself. That sense of professionalism has brought my fellow graduates and me to this point in our lives. Today is just another stepping stone. Our efforts to reach yet another goal begins here and now. I would like to thank the faculty and staff at the Culinary Institute for their devoted instruction and their personal attention to students. My parents for their support over the past 4 years in my life, and to all of my dearest friends for being just what they are, my friends. In conclusion, I would like to congratulate all of the graduating students. Good luck in your careers. Ambition, effort, honesty, and enthusiasm will help you reach your goals. Bless you all. Thank you.